So when you're actually going through the questions, as always, you have 3 chances to do your best. I'm going to give you guys some hints and tips of how we attack this, okay? Remember the reading plan of attack. We follow the structure. It does have a beginning, middle, and end, right? Of her talking about the apple, him talking about the apples and how his daughter wanted an apple. We finally got apples, and then when they tried it, they didn't like it. So it has beginning, middle, and an end. We understand how it's organized and how it's developed. You really have that character of both him and his daughter, how he really spends a lot of time talking about how much she wanted the apple and how when she actually got her own apple, how she even like put it on a pedestal, you know, making it seem like, ooh, it's fancy. Making connections, right? We have this connection of our want of foreign items, thinking that they're better than other things. It's kind of like how in America especially, we think anything that's French is fancy. When people in France are like, oh, it's just normal. Remember factual information and events. Understand where this is. We can tell based on the way the narrator speaks. This is probably not in America. This is probably in China. Okay. So always keep that setting in mind. It'll help you understand the story better. So with all of that, always make sure to keep the actual work open in the background. This will help you guys as you read through the questions. Now the first question is, which word in paragraph 3 means given but not returned? Now this one should be a pretty easy question because this is one of those questions that all you have to do is look it up on the internet. Or look it up in your dictionary. You do have access to a dictionary on your test days, okay? They'll have a dictionary available for you. You just have to ask them. I think most of you guys are probably going to be doing it on the computer. You'll have a feature that will allow you to look it up while you're reading. So please use it. We have words savored, unrequited, furtive, and sorrow. You will look up these words. Trust me, one of them will be saying given but not returned. Okay. The author uses simile to describe the apples in paragraph 2 to convey what? So we have their mythical appeal, advertising techniques used in foreign magazines, their universal symbolism, the contrast between Chinese and foreign supermarkets. So let's look at paragraph 2. If we look at paragraph 2, he talks about this picture of it looks like a supermarket with piles neatly at red apples, right? And then stretched on like a dragon. Remember, a simile uses like or as a comparison. Like a dragon. So think about dragon. So knowing what you know as simile, which one is showing like a dragon? Okay. Please ignore the error. I'll fix that for you. So like a dragon. Read these sentences from paragraph 4. So we're going to look at paragraph 4. They give us the sentences. We can go back, of course. She pouted unhappily the whole day and evening and didn't want to say one word to me. When she woke up the next morning, she still had not forgotten. So, this is where she's upset, right? The little girl's upset. So, in these sentences, the author depicts her daughter as deceptive, envious, resentful, or reflective. Now, the tendency when you see these is to just go ahead and guess of words that you do know. Please resist that urge. Okay, I know you're like, but I want to get it over with. No, you want to take your time. I'm serious when I ask you guys to take your time. If you don't know what these words are, we can look them up. Find out what deceptive means, what envious means, what resentful means, what reflective. You know, you can just copy, paste, and search it. And then see if her actions fit one of these words. Okay, so the best advice I can give you when you're faced with these descriptive words that may be a little bit beyond what you know is to look it up. You'll be surprised at how often you can get these correct just by taking that extra time. Question 4. Read this quotation paragraph from question 4. I have never seen such stubbornness for so long in my daughter. Even at her young age, I was shocked. These American apples had such a scary appeal to the young children. So think about what he said, not only on paragraph 4, but also on paragraph 3. He kind of mentions this conflict about him and being afraid to even get these apples. He knows that they're eye-catching, they're interesting, people are interested in them, but he says, I can't afford, and I don't want to spend my money on that. I looked at them, I like them, but yeah, I'm not gonna get one. But then his daughter, completely different, right? She was stubborn. These American apples had such a scary appeal to the young children. So he was interested in them, but it changed her personality. It made her angry and upset. Right? So what's the reveal about the narrator conflict? He's displeased about his daughter's rebellious behavior. He is stunned how easily children are enticed by the appearance of the apples. He is uncertain whether he wants to buy his daughter what she wants. He is angry that American apples are being marketed specifically for children. So really think about this. These American apples had such a scary appeal to the young children. That is your key sentence. Pay attention to that, please. What does that mean? And what does this show about the conflict, what he's going through? Question 5. What do the narrator's actions in paragraph 5 reveal about his relationship with his daughter? So we're just focusing on paragraph 5. What does his actions in paragraph 5 show us about his relationship with her? So let's see. Paragraph 5. I shouldn't have denied my daughter and dampened her fledgling curiosity about the unknown world, right? So this is where he spends the extra more days selling stories in his newspaper and then finally going out and buying his daughter the apples. What does that say about her and their relationship? Okay. Is he proud of her determination, frustrated by her constant demands, supporting her open-mindedness about other cultures? Is he perplexed about her regard for inanimate objects? And again, if you don't know what inanimate means, look it up, okay? Don't just pick it because there's a big word there. So think about his relationship. Right? Especially that first sentence, I figured I shouldn't dampen her fledgling curiosity about the unknown in the world. So as a parent, if a child is curious about the world, would you want to stop it? Or would you want to encourage curiosity? Think about that. Question 6. Which sentence best explains the narrator's reluctance to buy American apples? Again, reluctance. If you don't know what that word is, please look it up. Reluctance is that feeling of, I'm not sure, I don't know, right? Remember, he doesn't really want to buy the apples at first. So which one shows here that he really didn't want to buy it? I had expected my daughter to jump for joy again, yet at the very first bite she froze, a puzzled look in her vivid eyes. In the city bars where people chase whatever is fashionable, many kinds of foreign apples flood in like mad, the most attention-catching which are American apples. The red ones are so red, the green ones are so green, shiny, wax-like as if painted on. It's just that in my heart, I didn't want to waste my money on such hot foreign things. So again, he's trying not to buy it. What's his reluctance of why doesn't he want to buy it? And the last one, what is the major theme explored in the story? We talk about themes all the time in class. These are the big picture. What is he really trying to say? Okay, remember, stories do have meanings, do have lessons. That's why we tell them. So that way we can share our experiences and share our lessons with the world. What is the lesson of the story of the apple and the girl and the father, right? So we have 4 themes. We have responsibility is often difficult to accept. appearances can be deceiving, working hard is the best way to accomplish a goal, or family bonds are priceless. Remember, you guys have 3 chances. If you get some wrong, don't worry. Come back, look at it again, read it again if you have to. Please use your dictionary if you don't know the vocabulary. That's why you guys have access to it, okay? So, you have 3 chances on those questions. Please do your best. Please take your time and reread the story as many times as you guys need. When we get back, we will have another quick reading on literary nonfiction as well, and I'll be comparing these two together. Okay? See you guys.